In the English group of 3.2.1, that is third grade, students can communicate orally satisfactorily as expected for their age. However, one of the students isn't a native from Colombia, so she doesn't communicate in Spanish. She only uses English. Students have conversations and make good use of some literary figures, such as hyperbole or similes, grammar rules typical of Spanish language, as well as the correct conjugation of verb tenses. It could only be observed at an oral level because it was not possible to see the students doing writing activities. Students perform well cognitively from what is expected to be in middle childhood as started by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, because they meet the following characteristics. They face bigger challenges. They are more independent from their family because they do their jobs with greater autonomy and participate in virtual classes without having the tutor at their side. They understand better the point of view of their classmates and even share anecdotes and have greater attention span. According to Piaget's stages of cognitive development, students in this grade perform as a child would in the operational stage. It has been observed that children use logic more to reach correct or valid conclusions, make categorizations of reality, and they are in the process of analyzing concrete things to abstract things. There are several inclusion children in the grade, but in this particular group, there is only one child who probably has high rates of being a gifted student. Parents affirm this and say that they are in continuous study to determine the superior performance of their child compared to children his age. According to the virtual context, physical and social development cannot be observed in a broad way, since it is not very evident in the classes and in the dynamics that occur within them. Likewise, few activities are performed to strengthen motor skills compared to children in the younger grades. However, it can be seen that they comply with the provisions of the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, because some of them already have stronger and more complex relationships with their classmates, and even feel more pressure of their classmates. So they are reluctant to participate or do certain activities for fear of what they will say. According to Piaget, they are leaving behind their egocentricity, which allows them to be more empathetic with them and to think together to make some decisions. At a general level, the 5 observed children understand what the teacher is speaking in English, and they are able to follow the instructions. The teacher is in charge of asking them if it is clear to them and receives a positive response from everyone. The teacher uses English in class 95% and only uses Spanish to clarify activities they have to do. They use their prior knowledge of vocabulary to answer questions or even participating in clash with their opinions. There is a student who is not a Colombian native, and she has a good command of English. You can even see that it is her mother tongue, so she has the facility to communicate and participate in English classes. In the same way, the student with exceptional abilities has good use of the second language. There are 2 students who don't participate orally, but when one of them does some of her interventions, she does them in English. On the other hand, the other student doesn't do it even in her mother tongue. There are a particular student that participates a lot but in Spanish, so it can be observed that she understands what the teacher says in English, but doesn't express it in the second language. Those who don't have advanced English, when expressing themselves, form simple sentences with the proper use of grammar rules and even ask in English how to say some words or phrases. In the same way, They have a correct pronunciation in most of the words that they use or understand the teacher's corrections, and they manage to improve what they say at the moment. The teacher in training has an English level between B1 and B2 according to the Duolingo English test. The teaching performance of the teacher in training is based on being able to speak most of the time in English and only make use of Spanish when students don't understand an instruction, but uses the hamburger method in which the teacher uses English, then Spanish, and finish with English again. This method was suggested by the professor of the practice. Many images are used so that they can associate them with the vocabulary in English. The videos are shown with English subtitles to support your understanding of grammar and listening. Simple yes or no questions are used for students to answer, as well as WH questions. It also relies on the tenured teacher and encourages participation of the strengthen the use of English. Use ICT and TAC that can be seen in the resources tab of the website.